Hey, it's the Monday Mailbag on Celtics Roundtable. We are powered by CLNS Media and Greats. To save 15% on shoes, just go to greats.com and enter the promo code Celts Roundtable. Basketball is here, everybody. The Hornets will visit Boston at 7:30 tonight. I am Matt Ignal and I'm excited. Sam Sheehan's going to get weird. Lucky's Pipe is going to meme for us. Sadly, however, we are missing Jonathan, who recently broke his ankle while driving during a basketball game. And to add insult to injury, the ref had the audacity to call a charge. We'll get to the questions in just a moment, but let's have a quick moment of silence for our fallen comrade here.
All right, that's long enough.
Yeah.
All right, good time to pour one out for his ankle, man.
All right, first one.
What? No, that's plenty of time. That's plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
All right, what is salt on it? We have grit.
Sam Sheehan.
We have grit on this
Sam
podcast.
Sheehan.
Yes.
What are you looking for in preseason?
What am I looking for in preseason? Well, first of all, I'll do a serious answer first. I kind of want to see what's going on with like the big situation. I'd like to kind of see how I'm guessing in the preseason and early on, Brad Stevens is not going to, we're not really going to see the real rotation. So I don't know how many takeaways we're going to have on big versus small going into the year, but I do think that there's going to be a lot to be learned going forward, just to see which big men are going to get the trust behind Al Horford. No Marcus Morris early on, so we're going to get to see, like, between Aaron Baines, Daniel Tice, and Gershon Yabusele, who's going to be ready to go and who's going to want to step up and get those backup big man minutes. So I'm really excited for that.
Lucky?
Threes, and lots of threes, lots of speed, just transition buckets. I just want to see Jason Tatum shoot better than 22% field goal from the field, like Lonzo Ball. That would be good. I think it's possible too. I think a little conservative to say I think he'll shoot a little bit better than that. He already won 3-point contest, so just look for him at the All-Star game in that. Yeah, that's probably pretty much what I'm looking forward to.
All right, we'll continue talking a little bit more about the preseason. Our next question is from TV Jumper. Do you think that Jason Tatum might find his way into the starting lineup, perhaps even during this preseason, or perhaps time to time, starting at the 4? Or maybe Gershon Yabusele can creep in the starting lineup with Morris's perceived troubles. All right, I know, Sam, you're not the biggest Tatum fan.
The Morris troubles are decidedly real.
Real troubles. That was the riskiest move of the offseason. Like, who knew?
Yeah.
Could Brad Stevens shock us, though, and start Jason Tatum today?
I wouldn't put my money on it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like absolutely blown away. I mean, the thing that's so tough with rookies is what they're good at in college. For the most part, you expect it to be, kind of the same. But it doesn't always translate. I think if Jason Tatum could be an excellent rebounder at the forward position like he was in college, that would be great. And I think that, Brad would have to take a look at that. I think right now I would just prefer Jaylen Brown just from a reliability standpoint a little bit, just because you've had Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has been in big games, and he knows some of these other rotation guys like Smart and Horford a little bit better. He's shared the floor with them. But, if Jason Tatum shows he's ready early, I think the tools are there, especially if he can rebound at his position and be strong enough to not get overwhelmed. I mean, that's really what you're looking for at a 4. To be perfectly honest, I think that's where Jason Tatum, where his future is. If he can not get bullied rebounding and physically defending at the 4 spot, he could be an excellent stretch 4 in today's NBA.
Yeah, see, I think Jalen is closer.
So this actually... Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Jalen's closer because of the rebounding, but Gershon, I don't know. In the 3-point competition today, he was hitting those at the top of the key, those threes, and I just saw him. I just premonition. I was like, boom. Top of the key, hitting that pick and pop. I was like, if he can rebound and play good defense, I mean, we still have to see him, and he's still got to be healthy. I know he's still coming back, so all those things have to fall into play. But I think I might even have him above Jason to be closer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way Brad Stevens manages the big man rotation is going to be fascinating. All right, our next question is from @SheehanFan69. It relates to this. How much small ball 4 do you guys see Jaylen Brown playing this year? #Kyrie Alien Monday Mailbag.
I think there was more to that question, but yeah, we'll roll with this. I think that like I said, I think that Jaylen. The only reason I don't think Jaylen will play like a ton at the 4 necessarily. I think if they're gonna play someone at the 4, it'll probably be it'll actually probably end up being Marcus Morris. I mean, I guess the thing about the 4 is when you play these 3-wing out sets that I think we all think they might play in crunch time with, maybe Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart on the floor with Al Horford, Hayward, and Kyrie, then, everything kind of moves around. It kind of depends on your opponent who's guarding who. I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus Smart is the one guarding the opposing power forward in those lineups. I don't think he would play necessarily the power forward role on the offensive end. I think Jaylen Brown would fill the weak side and stand in the corner for cuts and things like that. Whereas I think Gordon and Kyrie could work some dribble handoffs, some screens coming from Al and Smart doing some pick and roll type stuff. But I think as far as who plays the 4 and if Jaylen Brown will play the 4, I think he will play in lineups where that duty is split between him and Marcus Smart, and I think that, for that matter, I think Jason Tatum and Yabusele, Marcus Morris, all those guys will get in the mix at the 4. I think it's just going to kind of depend on who the opponent is and how the Celtics tweak their lineup to best take advantage of that.
And even Gordon Hayward a little bit, like I could see him, like kind of similar to last year when Smart and AB would like rotate, covering a certain person. So he would, like, some possessions, Marcus Smart would be or cover the 2. Sometimes it would be AB. I think they, like, Jaylen and Hayward could potentially do that. Sharing time with, like, a 4 if it's a smaller 4, like Millsap or something. But even, like, we saw Smart play really good defense on Millsap. So, yeah, I think it's just really varied. But I think those 3 are going to play a lot of time together.
All right, next question is from Kevin Yates @SleepinTurtle. No G there. Which big 3 do you guys like better? Current or 2008? I say the 08 team for one season, but the current team for the long term. Sam Sheehan, what say you?
I mean, I guess defining long term is the important thing there. I think the 08 core was definitely more talented. I don't really think you could debate that. And I get what he's saying in their primes, 2008. This core is much younger when it came together. But at the same time, Celtics got a really good run out of that KG, that KG Pierce.
Yeah, they did win a
Allen
championship.
I mean, they won a championship. They were in the mix 3 times. If KG, they really had a 3-year championship window where I think they would have won in 09 if KG didn't get hurt. I think we're all pretty much on board with that. 2010, if Perk doesn't go down, who knows? I mean, that's just the bounce of the ball with championships. But I think they also might have been able to sneak one in, what was that, 2012? What was that, the team with Rasheed Wallace on it that was a 4 seed? But
that was 2010.
That was the 2010 team. What was the year that they lost to the Heat in 7? And
that was 2012. Do you think that was like a really they had a shot that year? I just feel
that's what I'm saying.
That one series
around.
Colored.
I mean, I think if you play that off season, if you play that off season 10 times, the Celtics are not champions 9. But I think they had a chance, which is not. Which not most teams do. I think if game 2, if the refs catch the foul on Rondo, Wade just smashing him in the face in the game 2 breakaway, who knows? If they win game 2, that series might have been over. I mean, you never know how those games change if how the series changes. But the Celtics were in those games. I think that we kind of shortchanged the longevity and how good the that core, despite it coming together old, how long they held it together. Like, they had a pretty serious 5-year run where they could have won the championship if things went well, and I'd say 3 years where they were a favorite to second favorite. So that's pretty good. I like the development of this core. This core has a lot more upside, though. They have so many more ways to improve with all their picks, all their young players. They're so much younger. With the exception of Al, everyone here should continue to improve for at least 3 years and maybe for even longer than that. So I think that that's, you know, I think that that is the kind of the question, but I think it would have to be a longer period of time than, say, 5-6 years. Because with the Warriors right now, I don't think the Celtics stand much of a chance of winning in the next year or two unless injuries come into play.
Yeah, some big J journalists might call me crazy, but I'm going to go with youth every time. So this team, it's close to my heart, even though a majority of the players haven't played a game on the Celtics. I still feel akin to my homies, specifically Smart and Jalen. So
yeah, well, I mean, let's not sleep on it. I mean,
Kevin Garnett's a pretty good player.
Excellent meme. Excellent.
I mean, yeah, and he would just smash his face
content
like into anything. Like that was countless. Like
right. That's incredible. I don't want to sleep on Pierce and his 2 phones and the rocket emoji, like adorable. But look, these young guys are ready to meme. They came into this league memeing. We've already seen Jason Tatum wearing Wally's hat, and that's before he's ever stepped up.
And some armor, like
that's, you know. Yeah, a suit of armor. We've got the shot of him looking at the phone with his hand over his face like this. Like that's just incredible memeing. So I think if we want to talk about what's really important on these Monday
windows
Mailbag
and
shows,
memes,
the most important thing, memeing. Yeah, memeing is, this team has an unlimited potential for memeing, especially because Kyrie Irving is a literal living, breathing galaxy meme.
All right, this episode is sponsored by Greats, makers of the all-time greats, classic, stylish, and comfortable sneakers sold at a great price. Greats is Brooklyn's first sneaker company. They sell all the greats, classic styles, made the best for less. They have a wide selection of men's and women's shoes, tons of versatile styles, suitable for any occasion, plenty of colors and materials to choose from. Their best sellers include the all-leather Royale lace-up and the Worcester slip-on. You're going to catch Jonathan Levy and Evan Valenti, and they're going to display the shoes that they've received from Greats. They offer versatile styles suitable for any occasion. Check those out, along with lots of other styles at Greats.com. We've got a special deal for our audience today. Save 15% on your first order with our offer code Celtics Roundtable. Just go to Greats.com, that's Greats.com, and be sure to enter Celtics Roundtable to save 15% at checkout. Greats also believe so much in their shoes, they offer a no-risk return and exchange policy to guarantee that you get the right fit in a style you love. Just go to Greats.com and use our code Celtics Roundtable and save 15%. All right, back to the questions. This one's from Sam Jam Packard, a.k.a. T3 Toe Strong Boys, at Jam Packard. Are you guys Team Tito or Team Trump? Take it away, Lucky.
Tito all the way, man. Dude, like, he's the most ferocious snacker we've ever seen. Like, he's just throwing down flaming hot Cheetos with, what is it, cream cheese? Yeah, cream cheese, just dipping that shit. It's like, boom, boom, boom. And, yeah, this was after the whole spaghetti thing. Like, you gotta go Tito. Expand your food horizons with Tito.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a strong argument to be made for... Has there ever been an easier choice in the entire world? I mean... I'm just going to list off some things, okay?
Hit him.
Well, here's what they have in common. Neither of them, I've never seen either of them use the letter C. Everything is huge, and TRUMP is what Trump uses, and Terry has never used the letter C. So that's great. But I think that, Terry is just incredible. I've never seen... They're very similar. They have very similar levels of confidence. I would say the biggest difference is that Terry does not actively have dementia, and so when he says that he's not going to be, traded by by Danny Ainge, see, that would be what Trump would say, is that he was going to get traded by Brad Stevens. But when he was going to get, Terry watching Isaiah Thomas get traded and then going on the record saying that Danny will never trade me is one of the most low-key incredible folk hero moments of all time. God bless Tito Rozier. I hope he's here forever. I hope they don't trade him because he's an excellent rebounder, man. He's an alright player. I think he's a better player than he gets credit for. Like, in all honesty, he's can jump, man. He can shoot, and let's not forget that his Snapchat is literally. I declare it a national monument. It's incredible. If you don't follow Terry on Snapchat, you got to do it.
Make snacks, not war, guys. Make snacks, not war.
Hey, man. All right. Next one from Dylan at DB_for3.
Man.
Okay. Actual question, I guess. Digging back through the past few drafts, what's your take on Tatum versus Josh Jackson, Brown versus Ingram, Terry Rozier versus Kelly Oubre, and Smart versus Randall? All right. Sam Sheehan.
Well,
Go with the Celtics guys, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I think Smart versus Randall. I don't know. Maybe you could find someone who's not a Lakers fan who would argue that. I feel like that one, even in like national NBA circles, I feel like people would skew Smart. I think everyone kind of understands what a traditional power forward who can't really shoot threes and doesn't do anything super great is worth, and I think people are starting to understand the inherent value of Marcus Smart, even though he's a historically bad shooter. What were some of the other ones? Brown versus Ingram.
Yeah.
I love Jaylen Brown. I think it's a little too early to be, saying that Ingram won't be anything. I mean, he's just so rail thin, and maybe that will be what dooms him. Yeah, he's really young. He's you could. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put on that weight, but he
just needs to drink beer.
Sure.
Needs to put he needs to. Let's get him drinking.
Is he even?
Yeah, no, but I think he can
still
score.
20. Next year he'll get on that beer.
He actually can't. He actually can't drink beer yet. Because no one's ever drank beer before the age of 21. I know.
And as far as Jason Tatum versus Josh Jackson, Jack Michael 17 asks, after seeing the open practice, is it true that Jason Tatum will shoot 100% from 3 the rest of his career?
We need to get a locking it in sound effect for the pods, because I will guarantee right now that Jason Tatum will never, ever, ever miss. I'll cancel all the dates I have scheduled with beautiful women right now if he misses a 3-pointer this season.
Burn their numbers,
I will cancel all of those dates. All those dates that I have scheduled, and just you can't comprehend how many that is. Cancel him if he misses any 3-point shots this year. That's how confident I am.
I heard Austin Ainge on the Celtics beat this summer talk about Jason Tatum's soft touch and how that was just really important to the Celtics. So I think there is plenty of room for optimism that his 3-point shooting will come along just because of that soft touch. I just thought it was interesting that the Celtics really stressed that as part of the reason why they chose Tatum. Maybe that and that Josh Jackson didn't show up.
And doesn't shoot threes.
Yeah, yeah.
Who does not have a soft touch.
Hard.
He also doesn't come to workouts when you schedule him.
Yeah.
That's a big downside too. Josh, that was so hilarious. Not even coming to the workout. Come on, dude. All right, have fun in Phoenix, my man. Good luck.
Did the Celtics fly out to see him, and then he canceled while they were in Sacramento?
Yeah.
So it's even worse than that.
Oh yeah, I guess they were en route. Yeah.
Jason Tatum would never do that.
He's a good boy.
No, Jason Tatum.
Good boy.
He would. He's an excellent young man, and he would never. He actually was buying his girlfriend's glass bead art on Etsy to be supportive. So that's what he was doing instead. So, excellent young man, upstanding. That's how you prove.
I can't think of a better way to end this, man.
No, I'm just saying that's how you prove you're a feminist. That's why I have so many dates, guys. I know this stuff.
He did it anonymously, of course.
Yeah, you don't talk to women not anonymously. What are you, a psychopath? Jesus.
All right, well, if you like this show, hit the like button and subscribe to CLNS Media. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you prefer to listen to us on the go, you can go ahead and subscribe to the Boston Celtics newsfeed. Catch all our content there. That's available on your favorite podcast app. You can also download the CLNS Radio mobile app. Give us a follow on Twitter at CLNS Roundtable. We are now on Celtics blog. Find all of our videos there. I want to thank Sam Sheehan and Lucky's Pipe for joining me today. Tomorrow, we're going to be reviewing the Celtics preseason opener against the Hornets. Evan Valenti and Zaire will be there. Maybe one of us will join them. So we want to thank you all for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday Tirades.